Everybody come and see. I say come and hear. I don't carry and come. Better information, superb advertisement. We no get the rifle. Oh, to get update and get informed. Oh, come to Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.
Notice yesterday in Qatar, the Qatar journalist asked the CDS Musa, why is it that for 10 years the government have not been able to defeat Boko Haram? CDS Musa did not tell Qatar journalists that someone in Nigeria there formed Boko Haram, that Boko Haram was formed in Nigeria. CDS Musa told the journalists that the international communities, it is international sponsored terrorism. Musa lied. Yeah, he lied. Because we all are here when Boko Haram was formed in Bornu State by Ademodo Sheriff. Sheriff denied it at the time, said Kashim Shettima does that. I don't know. It was complicated. It was a talk of national television for good 1 year, discussing who formed Boko Haram. So,
ẹ káàárọ̀, ẹ káàsán, ẹ káalẹ́, ẹ̀yin olólùfẹ́ ìkànnì Celestial Half Hour TV. Orúkọ tèmi ni Adùnọlá Abọ́sẹ̀dé. A tún ti rí gbọ́ láti ilé-iṣẹ́ Sahara Reporter pé àwọn Boko Haram ti yabo ilé-iṣẹ́ àwọn sójà. Àwọn Boko Haram wọ́n pa wọ́n yìtìyìtì, wọ́n pa wọ́n ṣe wọ́n bọ́ṣẹ́ ṣe ń ṣojú. Ṣé bí ó ṣe máa lọ lélẹ̀? Ní wákàtí méjì, láti wákàtí méjì, kò sí ẹnikẹ́ni tó lè dìde láti sọ fún wọn kán dẹ́kun ìwà ìbàjẹ́ náà. Àwọn jagunjagun a ò rí wọn. Àwọn ọlọ́pàá a rí ibi tí wọ́n sá sí. Jìnnìjìnnì bò mí, jìnnìjìnnì bò àwọn èèyàn. Ṣé báyìí ni ó ṣe máa lọ ni? Ẹ jẹ́ ká wò ó, ẹ jẹ́ ká gbọ́ nǹkan tí wọ́n sọ nípa ẹ̀.
Nigerian army that up to now, as at the time of this report, they have not been able to ascertain the number of soldiers that died today as I speak to you in Borno State. What happened? The Boko Haram members invaded Nigerian military barrack. Now, this is my fear. If a barrack, Nigerian military barrack, could be invaded, could be attacked, and soldiers being wiped away like flies, what is the fate of civilians in Nigeria? Long time before now, there have been a lot of calls for referendum for disintegration of Nigeria, but a lot of people who have not been victim of Nigeria system don't seem to understand what we talk about. And when you are seeing all these things happening, that people in the rural area can no longer go to their farms, people in the metropolis, they are being faced with all kinds of threats. Now, people who are in the war front, in their barracks, this is not that Nigerian army, attacked Boko Haram and they killed them. This is not that they ambushed them in the bush. This is not all about a mission case. This is all about attacking a military barrack. Nigeria is not in charge of this geographical area. No, terrorists are in charge of Nigeria. And that is to bring you to the notice. Yesterday in Qatar, the Qatar journalist asked the CDS Musa, why is it that for 10 years the government have not been able to defeat Boko Haram? CDS Musa did not tell Qatar journalists that someone in Nigeria there formed Boko Haram, that Boko Haram was formed in Nigeria. CDS Musa told the journalists that the international communities, it is international sponsored terrorism. Musa lied. Yeah, he lied. Because we all are here when Boko Haram was formed in Borno State by Ademodo Sheriff. Sheriff denied it at the time, said Kashim Shettima does that. I don't know. It was complicated. It was a talk of national television for good 1 year, discussing who formed Boko Haram. So I am surprised to see that CDS Musa went to Qatar and said that they don't know. They don't know. We are still living in illusion. We are still living in falsehood. And when we are ready, we'll wake up and think about how to divide this nation for every region to have their own personal security, because this is an infiltration that insecurity in other part of the country is now being infiltrated to almost the whole part of the country, making it holistic. Now, the issue here is this. What did Boko Haram want? What they want is simple. They want an Islamic state. Then conduct a referendum. If you claim that these people are Nigeria because you are inducting them into Nigerian military, you are putting them into the Nigerian armed forces. So conduct a referendum in the north. If they win, let them have their own Sharia country. What we want in Nigeria right now is the ability of people to decide. Enough people have died, and we cannot continue to tolerate or condone the death of innocent people who don't know anything about this. Now, let's look into what transpired today. Sahara reporters published that Boko Haram attacks Nigeria army base in Borno, killed several soldiers, burned military vehicles. This is like a conventional warfare. The war is going on. The war knows. But this is what they are hiding from you. So these people are collecting tax from the civilians. They are doing everything. They already have their own government. And they are going to barracks upon barracks, wiping away the Nigerian army. And the Nigerian government will also send huge number of army soldiers to the south. To the south, what is it called? South for Oye bunker and all those things. Something that they can solve through dialogue and all those things. They will send soldiers to go and form, checkpoints in the southeast, because of the issue of agitation, that they can sit down and discuss and solve the problem. Now, the articles was written just as the thing was happening today. And it reads that the Boko Haram and Islamic State West African Province ISWAP terrorists have killed a yet-to-be-confirmed number of Nigerian soldiers, with many still missing following an attack on a forward operation base in the Damboa local government area of Borno State. Now, the article continues. According to the security sources, the incident occurred on Saturday, January 4, 2025. The sources added that the terrorists razed many buildings and military operational vehicles during the attack that lasted over 2 hours. I am sorry to say this out of context. Now, this is the story of the Blind Tribe. It's important you listen to this story. It is going to change the way you think, okay? Now, there was a scientist who is a researcher, and he was doing research, and he traveled far to a blind tribe. A blind tribe is a community, it's an indigenous people where no one sees. All of them are blind, and they are comfortable in their situation. They are comfortable in their blindness. They don't see anything, so they think that that is the way the world is, that nobody sees. Now the scientists came among them and started studying them by living with them to know what transpired. Why is it all these people are blind and they are comfortable in their blindness? Not many days hence, the scientists discovered that there is an ant that used to bite them from after they delivered them with sight. From 2 months to 6 months, the ant will bite them and they will go blind. And when they will grow old, they will not remember that there was a time they saw. They will think that that is the way the life is. Now, the scientists now want to bring a solution to this blind tribe so that they could see. What did he do? Before he started going, before he went out for the solution of the problem, he fell in love with a lady there, and he went to meet the tribe's head and told the tribe's head, there is a girl here, I am in love with her, and I want to marry her. At that point, everyone in the tribe started suspecting him, because in the morning, the scientists will tell them that the sun has risen. In the evening, he will tell them that the day is about to get black, to the darkness of the night. The following day, he will tell them that there is a beach close to your area. So these people are saying, what do you mean by sunrise? What do you mean by beach? Because we don't see. Does it mean you are different from us? If you are different from us and you say you want to marry our daughter, we can't condone that. You can't go and look for a solution. We are okay like this. You can't be among us. You can't marry our daughter and you can't lead us. Unless you pluck out your 2 eyes and be like us, we can live together in blindness. So the scientists could not withstand that, because they told him that if you do not plug your eyes and be like us, if we discover any angle you are by this time tomorrow or at any time from now, we are going to kill you. And that was how the scientists left. Now, the blind tribe, my people, is this nation, Nigeria. Nigeria is like the blind tribe. Now, God have sent the scientists who is like a messiah to save the country. But they came, they were killed. They were chased out. They were imprisoned. The blind tribe, they don't see and they don't want to see. It is dangerous for you to see in the blind tribe. It is very, very dangerous for you to see in the blind tribe. A lot of people came, what they saw, they had the solution. The fellas, Sarawiwos, the Nnamdi Kanos, and a lot of them, the Farotimi, they don't want to hear them. They are saying, no, you are talking about sun, star. We don't know sun, we don't know star. We don't want, you have to be like us before you can stay with us. That is the situation we have in Nigeria today. It is dangerous to see in a blind tribe. Nigeria is a blind tribe. Anybody that sees, they will ask the person, knock out that eye. Meaning, let us silence you. And if you refuse to be silenced, if you refuse to knock out your eyes, it's either you flee out of the country and run far, or they will kill you. Anytime I remember the story of the blind tribe, I shed tears because that is just what is happening in our country. Tell me, on what base would someone who from Boko Haram still be living comfortably and government is still paying him? On what basis? On what basis can you tell me that you don't know who is sponsoring Boko Haram? On what basis? What is going on? This is all about the story of the blind tribe. They killed their people. They killed their Messiah. Now, it is very dangerous because these people don't know anything about sun. They don't see. And they don't want to accept anyone that sees. So anytime you are seeing what they are not seeing, you become a threat. They will kill you. Anytime we say or we reveal what is the solution of our place, people who don't see will tell you, keep quiet, it's not possible. You can't do this. You must go away. We must do this. We must do that. They kill their prophets. They kill their messiahs. They kill their scientists. They do all sort of things. A whole Nigeria, University of Nnamdi Azikiwe University, Oka, or is that University of Nsoka, where they stopped chemical engineering because people were inventing so many things. Even atomic bomb was at the time, I don't know, was produced there. Getting to the finish, they stop it. People produce, literally everything you could see and you have never seen in the world before there. But they killed their own. They said, you are not qualified. You are not qualified to tell us the real solution. And now people are dying. People are dying of ignorance because we are living in a blind tribe. Nobody wants to hear you speak because you see and they don't see, they are blind. Now in the blind tribe, they have the head of the blind tribe. So it doesn't matter if you are a president, you are a governor. If you are blind, you are the governor of the blind tribe. If you are a president of the blind people, you are also blind, you are as the president of the blind people. Even though you are a lawyer, you are a senior advocate of Nigeria, even though you are, no matter whom you are, since you are blind as the leader of the blind tribe, you don't know. You could be a professor, but you are blind professor because you are living in a blind tribe. The blind tribe is dangerous. The blind tribe kills its people. The blind tribe is something that is making Africa not to progress. But who put the blindness? Who is that ant that is biting people so that as they are growing out, they will see that this is the way life is. Everybody's supposed to be blind. Nobody's supposed to see. Number one is your curriculum, what you are being taught. Number two is the neo-colonist. Those people you think that you gain independence from them. No independent, nothing. Absolutely nothing like independent. We all are stick together in bondage under them. They manipulate you. They ask you to kill your people. They control what happens in your country. They control who loot, who doesn't loot. They use the threat of your vulnerability as a president to rip you of everything that is resources from the nature, like natural resources, oil, gold, uranium. They rip it away from your country. Why? Because there is a skeleton in your cupboard. Almost the whole African leader present today, they have a case in abroad. Go and fact check me. Most of them have cases in abroad. So they use that to manipulate them. America told Nigerians that their president is a CIA asset. They are still using him. And it is obvious. So what do you understand about the story of the blind tribe? My mission is to make sure I emancipate people. I want people to reason beyond their blindness. I know you have been blind for long because you might not understand what I speak anytime I talk about the disintegration of Nigeria and why we should go away in peace. You don't understand because you are still living in the blind tribe. But how many people will die before we discover this? Soldiers are dying every day. In other words, no civilian is safe in Nigeria. No civilian is safe. If Boko Haram could enter, into Nigeria barrack and kill them, are you going to tell me that there is any civilian that is safe? You are not safe. You are in bondage. You are in danger. Anyway,
ọ̀ròyìn sahara reporters àwọn olóògbé jáde tí ó jẹ́ kó yé wa wípé ìpamọ́ nípa ìpamọ́ níbẹ̀ yẹn ni ọ̀pọ̀lọpọ̀ ló rẹ́ńdà useless tó jẹ́ kó wà nílé ìwòsàn tó bá ṣe sọ̀rọ̀ àwọn ọ̀gá ayé wọn dára wọn ló ti ṣe àyẹ̀rọ tó pa wọn nípa pupa olóòtú it's a very very funny thing it's a savage custom nílẹ̀ bàbá ẹni kéèyàn má lè ní fọkànbalẹ̀ kéèyàn má lè fọyọ̀ lóròrò ó jẹ́ ohun tó kọ́ mi lórí púpọ̀ torí wípé àwọn ọ̀gá dẹ̀ wá sí Tinubu ló lè ṣe Tinubu ló lè ṣe Tinubu ló lè ṣe òun ó ṣe lọ́wọ́ àwọn òye Abacha sọ wípé if an insurgent lasted for 24 hours ó lọ́wọ́ ìdí ṣe kìíní ó lọ́wọ́ ìjọba nínú nígbà ayé ẹ̀ bí alàgbà ṣe burú tó bó ṣe ya tó ṣe yá àkàrà tó it made us to understand pé tí insurgents àwọn Boko Haram system náà sọ yìí tó bá last nínú ìlú kan fún 12 to 24 hours ó lọ́wọ́ ìjọba nínú wọn ló lọ́wọ́ nínú àwọn òun ló ṣe àwọn òun ló fọ́ ìjọba. I had about 2 days ago when these reporters what they call them our journalists on Qatar when they were asking talking about it about the insurgents, the Boko Haram and the war that is going on in Nigeria. Said yes, the defense officer it was defending Nigeria that conventional clinic. I'm telling you, they are on a crossroad. They don't know what to do. Èyí tó máa fi kọjú sí àwọn ọmọ ìgbèkọ̀ pa wọ́n easterners náà lọ community tó ń deploy sójà lọ sọ́run nítorí èyí tí ọrọ̀ ajé tó wà níbẹ̀. And that's why they blame all those things. Instead of to face Boko Haram and destroy them once and for all, wọ́n ń gbé Boko Haram wọlé as a result of pé wọ́n lè explore àwọn mineral resources tó wà ní Sambisa forest. There is a Philadelphia resources kan ní mineral resources kan ní Philadelphia, they call it Philadelphia. It's selling in the market, in the global market, like fire. Ó tà jẹ́pọ̀ lọ, ó tà ju gold lọ. Ìyẹn ni wọ́n rí ní Sambisa forest. Tí wọ́n ṣe kí ni tó ń da àwọn pípò yìí, tó ń dànù wá. Tó ń pa àwọn ènìyàn lọ́tọ́ lẹ́kùnlé, tó ń bí exploit, tó ń kó. Gbogbo àwọn kan wọ̀nyí kò pamọ́ mọ́. Kò fojú pamọ́ síbi kankan mọ́. Gbogbo ẹ̀ la ń gbọ́. Ibẹ̀ làwọn Ṣètìmá àti kejì ẹ̀ tó ti bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí fi ọ̀rọ̀ búra wọn nígbà kan pé Ṣètìmá ló kó àwọn Boko Haram wá as a result of what kí wọ́n fẹ́ ṣe election. Kán lè kàn ja ìjà kán gbógun ti àwọn opponent wọn. Wọ́n lè bá wọn dúnàdúrà. Wọ́n ṣe láti wọ́n sí ibi tó lọ́jọ́ lọ sínú ayé ìwọ̀n náà. Bàtà rẹ̀ síṣẹ́ tó mẹ́tí sọ. Tí ẹ̀kẹ́ ní kan máa lọ. Wọ́n ti rí pé Nàìjíríà lò. Àwọn èèyàn ṣe kí ni wọ́n ṣe dúkòkò mọ́. Ojú ni wá. Wọ́n bá ṣe kí ni àwọn náà ṣe kí wọ́n bẹ̀rẹ̀ sí dúkòkò mọ́. Òun ṣe wà nípa tí Ṣètìmá àwọn ẹlùfà gbogbo wọn pápátá wọ́n fi búra wọn gbà kọ́rí. Wọ́n fi bára wọn jà. Sọ̀rọ̀ wípé àwọn pé náà wọ́n dá sí wọn mọ́. Òun ló ṣe ń wọ̀lú tó máa lọ́ta èèyàn tó gba ransom. Òun ló ń língà lọ títí gèlègbè ni. Nígbà náà lọ, a lérò pé wà tíjọba Tinubu bá dìde sí wọn. Ewì is capable. Ìgbà tí wọ́n bá wọn kíkọ́ gẹ̀ẹ́sì, wọ́n kó wọn lọ. Èmi tó dóyún tó fún lóyún fún níyàwó, ó wà ní wọn. Bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ. So, ìlú yìí kò sí bó ṣe fẹ́ ṣe kò lè ṣe ẹ̀pín Nàìjíríà tó ń kúkú wọn lọ. Tó bá pín Nàìjíríà olóòtú, wàá bí ọmọ ìyá ẹgbẹ́, wàá bí for security, around yourself. Tí àwọn àtọ̀wọ́n ìwà court ní ti gẹ́ni òfin ní fọ́lù yìí, wọ́n ṣe fọ́lù àwọn aláìsẹ̀ wọ̀nyí, wọ́n bá wọn nípa púpà. And èèkàn tó wà nídìí ọ̀rọ̀ Bornu yìí. Bornu nìkan ni wọ́n rí lọ́wọ́ tó ẹ̀mọ́ ẹ̀yà sí gbogbo àwọn ìlú northern lókù òun làwọn Fúlàní lé àwọn ọmọ kúrò tó lé Fúlàní head of their Muslim food tó lé wọn kó tó install emir síbẹ̀ fún wọn. Borno yìí nìkan ni wọ́n gbà òun ló ṣe gbógun ti Borno yìí ní gbogbo ìgbà gbogbo ọjọ́ Borno yìí náà ni wọ́n pa wọ́n. Mo tẹ̀lé òkú ti ká ní Borno mi mọ̀ kọ́ sí kú bí o bá jẹ́ ẹ̀sẹ̀ tó ń lọ fún àwọn yìí. So kọ̀mẹ́lómẹ́ló ohun ìbànújẹ́ ọkàn ló jẹ́ fún wa because ẹni tó tẹ́ lórí lọ́wọ́ olóòtú tẹ́ lórí lọ́wọ́ nígbà tó bá ṣàwọn kíni tó ṣàwọn ajagun 24/7 tó yẹ kó lóko bùrá ní tó ṣe wọ́n bọ́ṣẹ́ sí ìlú mẹ́rin tó bá fọ́lù wọ̀lú nígbà tó kọjú sí ìyẹn ló jẹ́ kí n máa parọ́ fún ìjọba lápapọ̀ ẹgbẹ́ ìlú yìí ìdí gbogbo wa kí o ká máa lọ ká lọ fọ́ọ̀mù ìjọba ara wa tá a bá fọ́ọ̀mù ìjọba wa à á ṣe ju bẹ́ẹ̀ ṣe ṣe lọ yìí ojú wa kára wa à á sì lè mójútó tẹ́lifí wa ọ̀rọ̀ lójú bẹ́ẹ̀ lọ olóòtú ọ̀nà kó gbà wá lọ́wọ́.
ẹ ṣé bàbá àmàmàrí yín bá ẹ ṣé o ọ̀rọ̀ ẹ ti gbọ́ ẹ̀yin èèyàn mi ẹ ṣé àdúpẹ́ ẹ kàn bá wa like ẹ kàn bá wa share ẹ kàn bá wa subscribe lórí TV wa tó bá dọ̀sẹ̀ tó ń bọ̀ àtúmọ̀rí yín ẹ ṣé.
Celestial Half Hour. Celestial Half Hour TV. Now we be the best information carrier.